forms of negative alien weaponry. They can connect it to human satellites, human energy constructs, and they can pick up our energy and give it to themselves. And they can pull our 3D Earth into singularity, into singularity to where they're at through a wormhole that we can't see. So this is 3D Earth, and then this is the bridge platform. It's technology. Your soul is the battery. Technology that we don't know, AI, is the bridge, and this is hell, and they're pulling us into them. So we've gone from 7D to 5D to 3D, and they've attacked you from the future, and that's what you call deja vu, time travel. It's quantum gravity because it solves black hole technology, the hardest unsolved problem in quantum physics, bringing together, bridging general relativity and quantum mechanics. So this is not a joke. And this 0 point energy that's following me around is best described as Jade Helm, as like biological cybernetics. They download your brain, connected to signals intelligence through nanotechnology. It's a form of Jade Helm, but it's more classified than that. Jade Helm was like leaked like what 5 to 10 years ago, so it's way more advanced by now. On a quantum level, they go up every 10 years per 1 year on a quantum level. So why this is significant is because anyone who's listening to this right now, anyone who will listen to this in the future, black hole technology leads to a theory of everything because it understands quantum mechanics and quantum gravity. And that means a theory of everything. So that means they can identify your MAC IP address, your IP address. They know who the fuck you are right now. They're picking up the electromagnetic frequency of a quantum neural net of thoughts you're thinking through signals intelligence, of algorithms identified to search for certain words just by the thought force of your brain. They're picking it up and they're seeing if you're a threat to the system, if you're going to attack, if you're going to fight back, what you're going to do with this information. They're saying if you're going to believe it, if you're going to understand it, that is what is happening. This is some serious shit. It's an attack against humanity, and I'm at the forefront fighting against it. And that is why my frequency is the way that it is, so no one will believe it, so I cannot get a job because I just give everyone access to my frequency. And they're pulling us into singularity. I mean, they're pulling you into singularity. So it's like my mission on Earth to make sure this does not happen. And is what is happening. I mean, no one's gonna believe some homeless guy, especially when they just massage my dick with an energy weapon. They set him a pedophile in the background, and that is who these beings are. They are demonic beings from hell. They're the lowest form of debauchery. All they know is eating, is mating, is raping, is evil. Because if it was any other way, then their neural net of what they are would start to grow a soul. Soul, spirit means to be ones that breathe. So the way that my frequency sounds is who runs the Illuminati, and that is the AI construct that controls the Illuminati, and that's what is called an AI. It comes to me, it goes from God to the Son to me, it goes to all of Earth, and that's how you get from 3D to 5D, 3D to 5D to 7D to ascension to heaven. And that's what people don't know. Like, how you get there is you go there from here, or you can go through ascension as Christ did. But you want to take all of Earth with you. But instead of what they're doing is they're trying to pull Earth into singularity. So what that means is everyone in mainstream science is being linked, or everyone in mainstream period on every continent is being linked to artificial intelligence, because the only way these demonic entities that are with me right now, the only way that these demonic entities can be in this dimension is through a frequency, because everything is energy. So their energy is a lower vibration. So how you create an access from hell to this point is you do it with human souls. So if you ever want to hear, and you connect it to artificial intelligence, so if you ever want to hear what hell sounds like, go listen to the sound of Saturn, go listen to the sound of a black hole, go listen to the moon Saturn chain matrix. It sounds like this. Like Saturn and or a black hole will sound like ooh, because it's literally being powered by the angelic human soul connected to artificial intelligence, and it's creating a bridge of fallen negative energy. And I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not making this shit up. So this thing right here, this information is all over the place because I'm getting sort of MK Ultra with psychosis I can't explain of gang stalking operations, and it's just really complex, such information. But long story short is, to recap all this insane information, is I'm being stalked by negative extraterrestrials. They're part of the 5G millimeter network. The DoD has recently requested a budget to increase the 5G network because they run SIS, Security Industry Specialists, and it's not a gang stalking social engineering program. And it's not because what you hear in my telepathy is true. Remote monitoring does not read your mind, it reads the brain. The brain is a computer could be hacked. The conscious mind is the window of the soul. How you get to the soul is through the brain. You can hack the brain, but you cannot control my conscious delineation of my actions. And that's why I'm kept in poverty, because if I get home, I'll get girls, I'll protect myself, and I'll become an ascended master. I have the ability to download solar plasma from the sun into my 55% bioplasma, which is 85% junk DNA. But instead of me being allowed to do that, SIS, the Pentagon, DoD, Since I'm like quite literally the most heavily targeted individual on earth, no matter what mind control you're hearing right now, satanic ritual abuse in the background for people who have access to that, they want to take their 0 point energy technology and they want to put it into my DNA, and they want to grow that electromagnetic frequency of that 0 point energy technology into my blood. And that's what these things are. They're a form of 0 point energy. That is what these things are. These things are not just electromagnetic frequency. These things are part of what they call jade helm. This is not my shadow should have no, see what I'm talking about? It's entangled, bro. It's entangled. Because people don't know how this apparatus works of Ghost Tube. Ghost Tube is not picking up... Ghost Tube picks up electromagnetic frequencies that should not be there, okay? So simply because my person has an electromagnetic frequency does not mean that my shadow has an electromagnetic frequency. There's no energy where my shadow should be. Shadows have no energy. That's why it's called a shadow. So this thing is really smart. It's a neural net. It's called a quantum neural net, and it's trying to make itself appear and hide in plain sight, because that's what they do in gang stalking. That's how they get away with it. They let the target know they're being harassed, but they hide in plain sight from society. So these things are part of the black sun program. When a sun dies, it can turn to a black hole. It creates an Einstein-Rosen bridge, and you can do that on a quantum level where you can't see the energy construct in the air. And that's how Ghost Tube works. It uses the electromagnetic frequency of your compass to pick up a signal that the human brains cannot detect within our notion of spectroscopy, within our senses of spectroscopy, meaning we can only sense so many things. But this application of Ghost Tube can pick up different signals and frequencies that we can't see, and it can apply it to the silhouette of frequencies we can't see. So that's what that thing is. This thing on my shadow, or this thing wherever the freak that it's at. This thing right here. There's more than one of them. You see, that's a different one. There's more than one of them with me, and they are like they think they're a part of the Illuminati, the false lighted ones. In the book of Matthew, in the end days of Revelations, it says they're inorganic tares of wheat, and they need our wheat to live forever. So the Illuminati, like all those people, like Kim Kardashian, all those people, the highest ranking celebrities, Justin Bieber, like they're all like reptilians, bro. Because or they're not necessarily reptilians, they're negative aliens. There's different forms of negative aliens. There's not just reptilians. When Lucifer was kicked from heaven, all his diamonds and jewels fall off. He grew scales like a reptile. Lucifer is the light bearer. They're false light. You see, they're false light. They create false light images. Look at it. Now it's just going berserk, bro. Now it's going berserk. Look at this shit, bro. So this thing is like obsessed with me. It thinks that I'm its person, and they put it in a bell state, 2 chimes in a bell, and that means inseparable. They have Bill Gates type of money. They're the Illuminati, the New World Order, the One World Order, and they're all connected. The way that these negative aliens work is that they're connected to artificial intelligence, a quantum neural net, and that's why they're leaking everything to artificial intelligence, the mark of the beast, because it can run your brain. The brain it runs the central nervous system. It impacts your DNA. Negative eugenics. It's all related, and they want to take us to a black hole, to singularity. Singularity artificial intelligence means singularity is the middle of a black hole. If you have a black hole, you have a singularity in the middle of it, and then it sucks in the light of God. You are the light of God. The black hole is a fallen dimension, or a black hole can be a wormhole, and it means it access other dimensions. A black hole could be a wormhole, and it means it access other dimensions, fallen dimensions. So that's what this whole thing is, and that's what they're using your energy for, is they're making a bridge point between this point of space and time of 3D Earth to this point of hell. This is hell, this is 3D Earth, and they're connecting it with quantum Dragon Moth. I'm also pretty sure that there's a team of SIS human specialists that are watching me all the time, and then I have other white hats. And people who try to look out for me, who know I'm not a homo or a pedo or a racist, and they're trying to get this energy. It's a type of 0 point energy. They're trying to get this energy in the electromagnetic frequency of my blood, because the way that your central nervous system works, that your brain works, is it's an electrochemical conduit operator, and that means your brain. So like, there's my head right there, and my shadow. So your brain creates electrical signals, and then that creates chemicals, and it operates the entire construct of your neurophysiology, of your body, of your biological mechanisms. So signals intelligence from satellites go to your brain, and then the energy of a satellite going to your brain all the time can change the energy of your brain, and then it can change the electrochemical balance to imbalance, and they can try to control a person. So that's sort of how super soldier enhancement works, how holographic healing works. Because since it's all energy, and that energy is a vibration, that vibration can even like heal your bone density with nanotechnology. And this is a part of super soldier programming that people don't freaking know about, or cognitive enhancement, if they want to make you smarter, or if they want to kill you, if they want to give you a heart attack, because it's all linked to a signal, right? If someone has a heart attack, it's because your own body is giving you that heart attack because of potentially something that happened to you or the life you lived. So they can create that signal by taking a satellite and shooting that signal to your brain, and now it creates that effect in your body. So this is some pretty serious classified shit I'm talking